coming out of the car park. Here we go.
There we go.
We're live already.
Morning.
My God, how
Just
did
like
that
that.
happen?
Click of a button. Click of a
A
button.
typical behind-the-scenes shot. Talking about behind the scenes. So good morning,
We are,
Lisa.
yes.
Well, we're going to do a pre-roll. Let's just get into it. Raw.
Let's just get into it.
All right, let's go. Now,
All right.
this is
Mark,
what happens.
Over to you.
All right, when we get properties onto the market, people just see the finished version. But this morning we wanted to talk about what a great agent will do behind the scenes, the lengths a great agent will go to behind the scenes to make stuff absolutely beautiful on a property campaign. Lisa was up this morning at 5:30 doing it. We're going to entail a little bit about what gets done. Over to you, Lisa. What do you do before a property comes on the market?
So it's been an early start. This is I'm extremely grateful to have been awarded to sell another one of the Northern Beaches finest properties. Stay tuned, guys, because it is going to launch first out to our social media and database, and then it's going to go to market. But this is, look, we do this kind of stuff regardless of whether it's a, multi-million-dollar property or a $500,000 apartment. It's just a great agent, Mark, as you said, will do whatever it takes. But this particular photo shoot we've been doing now, this is the third day in a row. We've done 2 really late nights up until about sort of 8:30, 9 o'clock. And this morning I was up, as you said, at 5:30 this morning. I wanted to get some phenomenal sunrise shots, which we've got. We got them. It's a beautiful morning here on the Northern Beaches of Sydney. But, it's quite funny because actually at the moment, while I'm speaking, we've got a drone above us. The photographer's thrown a drone up into the air as well. But the prep work that goes into just getting one photo for a room, we were moving furniture around. We've been vacuuming. Rob got out the leaf blower. We've been blowing all the leaves. I've been feeding the dog schmackos to keep him well behaved.
You bought schmackos with you?
I bought the schmackos with me to feed the dog.
They smelt your car out overnight.
Yeah, I did.
The car doesn't smell like a leather anymore. It just smells like schmackos.
And Mark, this is the difference between getting good shots and phenomenal shots. It literally is that extra 1%, the extra mile that you're going to go to make sure that you're there at the shoot, to make sure that you're going to get the right photos.
I was just about to mention that it's not literally like pay people and get shit done. It's rolling your sleeves up, getting shit done, and paying people as well. But your photographer. A lot of agents will just send out the photographer and say good luck.
No, that's exactly right. Or they'll say, "I'll shoot that room, shoot this room." I mean, look, for those of you guys that have tuned in, I'm having a laugh because there's some really funny comments here. But literally been here on site since 6 a.m. this morning, waiting for the right level of sunlight to come through to the lounge room and master bedroom so that we could get the perfect shot. And the amount of stuff, Mark, that we've moved around. I mean, I'm part stylist, part cleaner, part photography assistant, part real estate agent. That's really what's going on here behind the scenes. I'm here in my. I've got my gym gear on, making sure that I can run around quickly and do all of that stuff. Making beds, mopping floors. Making sure that it is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. And
you're doing the
pillows.
I say
something? Yeah, that's right. Good practice from home.
Lisa does a with pillows really, really well, and just so they're shaped perfectly. So you definitely would have been going around doing that this morning.
I had. There's been a lot of pillow puffing, but the thing is that we work with some phenomenal photographers, but I've got a certain way that I love my photos to be done. So, a photographer will see it from a photographer's eyes. A great real estate agent's going to know what's appealing to the market. There can be a vast difference. There can be a vast difference.
Look, Lise, we've done that with our floor plans. The whole entire industry, when they do a floor plan, they send out the drafts person and say, "Good luck." And then the drafts person sends the floor plan back, and they just whack it online. Whereas we've got a policy in our office where we like our salespeople to put their sales jizz over the floor plan, and we like them to, what are the features? Like, is there a view from that bedroom? Well, put that in the floor plan, put an arrow and saying there's a view to the valley or whatever that may be. So
make it easy.
I think when selling with a floor plan, when selling with photos, when selling with text, it's not spray and pray, get someone else to do it. It's roll your sleeves up. Sure, you get the professionals to do it, but you got to put your salesperson cap on, overlay, and make it the best.
You just got to do whatever it takes. And, as I said, I'm here, and this is one of the Northern Beaches' most spectacular properties. Stay tuned, guys, for this one. But I'm the same, Mark, whether I'm selling a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment in DY or I'm selling a multi-million-dollar beachfront property, it's getting the same level of attention. And if I'm not happy, I will actually get the photographer to go back and reshoot those photos again. My detail, my attention to detail is right across every single property that I launch. And as I said, part cleaner, part stylist, part dog walker, part photography assistant, whatever it takes to make sure that those photos are done immaculately. And also, a little fun fact, Friday, not that there's any days off in real estate, but today's actually my day off as such. It's a day that I don't ordinarily go into the office, but, I'll be here for 8 hours today doing these photos.
It's your RDO.
It's my RDO. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, it sounds nice. Sounds good.
I remember in the telecom days, when my brother-in-law used to work there, they used to love an RDO, and it's the rostered day off.
Yes.
It's my RDO today. I'm not going to be doing nothing.
I don't know what a day off is, but anyway, that's all good. I was so excited about getting up this morning to do this photo shoot. I'm one of those crazy, just, work freaks, but I love what I do. I think, Mark, you could probably testify that I genuinely love what I do. It's a pleasure for me. Listen, some of these comments are hysterical. Luke, why aren't people buying property like they're just
putting my husband hat on. Like, if anyone feels for me, I just have to say the worst part of it is the runway before.
What do you mean?
So
for
anyone who doesn't know, it's like I've got a photo shoot. So this is Monday. Got a photo shoot on Friday, 5:45 in the morning. I've got to be up at 5. Okay. Monday afternoon, I've got a photo shoot. Friday, Tuesday, photo shoot. Friday, Wednesday, photo shoot. Friday.
Yeah, but that's on top of
Thursday morning photo shoot. Friday, Thursday night photo shoot. Friday. I'm like, man, I'm up at the same time every day. Like, what's the? Anyway.
And FYI, I'm up at that time as well.
Back on. That was the husband.
What that's saying, Mark, is you just didn't read the play, because it was basically saying, what are you going to do? Because there's quite a lot that I do between 5:45 and 7:45 when I leave for work. What are you going to do to assist there? You didn't.
We're having a domestic on social media.
You didn't read the play, Mark. You didn't read the play.
Oh my God! And I started it as well.
People buying property like they're buying Taylor Swift tickets. Can you actually believe what's going on there with those Taylor Swift tickets? I can't believe it.
I haven't heard about it. What's the story?
Oh my God, Mark, you'd have to be the only one in the whole wide world. These people have desperately been trying to buy Taylor Swift tickets, and I believe she's just released a whole lot of them. I know our daughter's going to be buying some today. But I feel like the whole wide world's going to see Taylor Swift.
Who?
Don't be like that. Rosie, perhaps I should feed Mark some schmacker. Seriously, do you think he deserves them, Rosie? Do you think he deserves them schmackos after the way he's been speaking?
Anyway, let's
Seriously.
get back to the core topic of why we're here on
Now
social.
listen, I want to get out of my car because I want to show you guys. I'm not going to show you the property. You're going to have to wait for that one. But I am going to just get out of my car and I'm going to show you where I am because this is the Northern Beaches.
Hey,
Hopefully,
Les,
I
what's
don't
the
lose.
craziest thing that you've done to launch to get a property online?
The craziest thing I've done to get a property online. Oh, do you want to hear something really funny?
No, I want to
Do you
know
wanna
the
hear something?
craziest thing you've done online to get a property at free market on the market.
Oh, God, it would have to be like some sort of nutso, probably hanging off a balcony or something, hanging off a roof to try and get the right photo. I'm just going to show you guys where I am. This is Curl Beach. Look how stunning this place is. I'm just going to flip my camera around. This is a dog park down here as well. But look how beautiful this is. And this is how spoiled we are on the Northern Beaches. At every turn, you've got the most spectacular beach. And there's a guy with a little caravan inside this car park here, a French guy who serves coffee and pastries every morning. What a spot. Look at that, guys. Look how beautiful this is.
How do you know he's French?
Absolutely beautiful. Because I went over and got a coffee. But this literally here is Millionaires Row. So these houses here, they're all beachfront down here. Millionaires Row. And I'll tell you what's interesting, Mark. I'm born and bred eastern suburbs.
You definitely are, Lisa.
Houses in the east, I mean, it's no secret, right? They've been selling for, I just saw a 4-bedroom apartment in Paddington sold for $20 million the other day. But houses now are selling there for sort of $40 to $60 million. It seems to be the new luxury price. And for half of that, you can still live here on this beautiful beachfront with this stunning view. Look at that. Check this out. All these people walking, they're all wondering why I'm talking to myself. Look at this, guys.
Yeah, that's hot.
What a beautiful morning it is.
Lisa, we did agree on this on the second part of the segment to talk about where the hell are these gazillionaires getting their money from to buy these properties?
Yeah.
For people who don't know, there's been sales, there's been a bull rush of sales around the 40, 50, 60 million, or I should say over 20 million in the eastern suburbs. And the first thing that comes to mind, and look, we've lived there, but we don't operate there in real estate. But the first thing that comes to mind is, who the hell are these people and where the hell are they getting their money from? I was talking to a mate last night, well-heeled, and he's asking the same question. Everyone is asking the same question. How the hell do you buy something for 60 to 70 mil? Is it domestic money?
They're making it so. Yes, I think it seems to be that they're making it from property, a lot of them. So they're selling up their, they bought their property for $5 or $6 million, however many years ago. They've sold it now for $30 million. They're taking that money and then they're whacking it straight back into a 40, 50, $60 million property. That seems to be where it's coming from. We've got a few friends in real estate and we were asking in that area, and we were asking them the same question, but they seem to be just high-flying business people. There's also quite a lot of money coming in from overseas, but it's not coming in the way people think it does. People aren't getting off a plane from China with bagfuls of cash, because a lot of these people are buying property in cash, and saying, hi, I'm here and I'd like to buy a property in Vaucluse. It's not happening like that. Often the children are already living here. The parents want to come over to live here, and they're going and they're buying the property. But it's not all overseas money, Mark. A lot of the money seems to be.
I know the most.
A lot of it's local.
Yeah. So look, two of them, being a bit of a name dropper, two of them are buddies of mine, and one got out at 60-ish and got in at 70-ish, and built an incredible home sold it to buy a home on a triple the size block and do it again.
Yeah.
Another buddy had been there for almost 20 years, did incredible works to the property, sold it for circa 60, bought circa 40. So, these are all cash purchases.
That's right.
They're military. These guys are military in their businesses. I think, Delene, what did Leanne call these people? Captain. And I like
What was that? It just cut out.
Delene called them captains of their industry.
Captains of their industry. Yes, I'd have to agree.
I love that.
I'd have to agree with that. Yeah.
And these two particular people that we know, Lise, are captains of their industries. So, and I've got to say, cash.
And I've got to say that there's definite similarities there between successful people. Like there's, these people they run their life military precision. They run their businesses like military precision. If they say they're going to do something, they do it. If they say they're going to be somewhere at a certain time, they are. There's no like, oh, I'm so sorry, I've got to cancel, I've got to do this. It's literally military precision. And that's what I find, Mark. There's a lot of these, as I said, there's a lot of these similarities here. I'm just leaning on a bench. I've been holding my phone up that whole time. I think my arm muscles are used to sitting at that position.
Hi guys. Yeah, you've developed very good triceps.
I swear. I'm going to show you guys who have just tuned in. Look at this, beautiful down here on Curl Beachfront. How stunning is that? Just doing a photo shoot this morning. What a morning it is here. So lovely. So there you go, guys. Lots goes on behind the scenes. As I said, I've been this morning since 6 a.m. The cleaner, the coffee runner, the photographer's assistant, the dog feeder, whatever it takes. The pillow puffer, the bed maker, whatever it takes to make sure we get those absolute gunshots. And yes, it's always me. It's because I like things done a certain way. I just do. I mean, there's my husband right there. Mark, you can probably testify that is actually the case. I do like things done a certain way. That's it. There's no secret to it.
I hear pillow puffing echoes through the home all the time, morning, noon, and night. He goes,
I do love a good pillow puff.
And you hear it, and then you go pillow to pillow.
Because Mark will do it. Mark will do it. But Mark will do it, and I'll get really annoyed. I'll be like, "That's why don't do it like that. Can't you see that the thing's not right in the middle?" I'll get really annoyed. Anyway.
Hey, Lee.
There you go, guys. Yes.
Just a quick one before we go. Do that pre-market preparation and understanding that core market and wrapping your marketing around that and getting it right and getting your photographer to shoot that way, getting your floor plan person to floor plan that way, getting all your marketing done that way, is it common?
In the industry, do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. No, I don't think so. And look, without actually, saying names, I mean, we've experienced ourselves firsthand, Mark. Where we've, I don't know, sold properties, I guess, ourselves, and that agents never turned up to their own photo shoots. Look, it's just this is just how I like them. Or didn't turn up to their opens.
Can I say something? If people are spending so much money on property, and I'm talking $1 million, $500,000, $1.5 million, 10, whatever it may be, you want your property to have a personality. The thing that frustrates me most, if people could take this out of today, it's when your property goes on the market and it looks like every other property that's been sold in the area. And it drives me nuts. It's a cookie cutter. It's a cookie cutter approach where the agent doesn't really care and to take the effort in the campaign. And I believe every property's got a personality, and that personality's got to come out to attract that perfect buyer to pay that premium price. That's what your agent doing. If you are looking at your campaign and thinking, oh, I could have done better, I could have written the text better, or what about a photo shoot from here, or what about a photo
And I
shoot
write my
there?
own and I write my own text.
Yeah, but Lisa,
And I write my own text.
if you're a seller and you're looking at your campaign, even if you're a seller at the moment, you haven't sold, and you're looking at your campaign and you can find something to bag your campaign out over, there's your first alarm bell. It's got to be 10 out of 10 in every single aspect. Prep, 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 prep.
It's got to be. It's got to be like that. And, you know, and as I said, I will literally go through every single photo for every single and guys, understand, I carry, you know, I can be carrying 20 plus listings at any one time. I will go through every single one of those photos. I will write every single piece of that text. I will go through and I will film it myself for my social media. I don't outsource this stuff because it's got to be done. There's a certain way I like to have it done. That's just it. And, you know, that's possibly that's why, you know, I get the results that I get from my vendors.
Lisa, you've spoken for 18 minutes now. I've spoken for 2. I think that's enough. Have a great day today.
He saves all of this up for a Friday morning. He's really nice to me every other day and night of the week.
Have a great day. And by the way, as a principal of the agency and licensee, I'd like to say very well done for an excellent job that you're doing with the photo shoot today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've got to get back to Rob because he must be wondering where I am. But stay tuned for this one, guys. It's going to be something truly spectacular. It really is. Have a great day, everyone.
Take care. See ya. Good luck.
See ya. Thanks.